Do you like giant robot dragon men machine things that can shoot giant missiles and cause explosions? Well, this is the deck for you guys. What is going on? I'm back with a deck profile for Machinedramon, man. I absolutely love this deck. I don't know what it is about just like slamming a level 6 onto the field, like not caring about giving your opponent a ton of memory and just putting up a giant like unoutable stack, or maybe not unoutable, but just a stack with like a billion effects. It's just a really cool deck. So if you are a fan of like Mega Zoo type strategies and controlling the board and stuff, and this is probably the deck for you. So Machinedramon has gone through a lot of iterations I've talked about on the channel like multiple times before. But this is my list for set 11. So starting with the lower levels, I am playing the Digimon draw engine. So what that requires is going to be the 4 copies of the EX2 Digimon to give you a draw 1 with your rookies here. You're basically trying to turbo into your stack as quickly as possible. And to do that, you are going to need a lot of cards in hand. So we're playing the promo Digimon. So you basically get the draw 2 combo off of that. And then also Digimon X Antibody just to be another rookie that you can evolve over your egg in case you don't see the promo guy. And in the off scenario, you actually do like evolve him. He does, like in the battle area, he does have that one Digivolving delete 3000 DP or lower Digimon, so it's kind of cool. Not really super relevant outside just the fact that it's another rookie. And then Hagurumon is the best on play. Well, obviously you can't evolve him because he is a black level 3. So usually what you're doing is you're just playing him to ditch any of your machines or cyborgs to draw 2. This is not limited to your level 5s, by the way. This includes himself. It includes your higher levels, like your Machinedramons. Maybe if you got multiple of those in your hands, you don't really need them. You can just basically ditch any monster in the deck for the most part to draw 2 cards. It's definitely really good. Now, what's a little bit less conventional is I'm playing a couple of level 4s. Usually this deck just plays like 3s, 5s, and 6s. I am playing a couple of level 4s. I'll explain that in a little bit. It's mainly to evolve into your BT11 Machinedramon, but I just wanted to make sure they're red-black so that you can evolve over any of your rookies and evolve into any of your ultimates. So it helps out with the consistency a lot. So just 2 copies of Monochromon and then the 1 copy of Cyclonemon. Monochromon's good because he does have the blocker keyword, so maybe you could play just 3 that instead, but I do also like the rookie control for the Cyclone. So the reason I'm playing that is because it basically gives you an actual evolution line to go into the BT11 Machinedramon. He does have the 1 Digivolving effect, and this guy is not the same as the main Machinedramon, where you don't really want to hard play him. You just really want to resolve his on deletion effect, so that's why I think evolving him is good. I might in the future make like an actual evolution deck for this guy so that you can like turbo into your BT or EX1 Machinedramon, just because it's a little bit bad like playing him, but anyways guys, so that's it for the level 3s and 4s. For the 5s, the ratios seem weird if you've never played a Machinedramon deck before. Basically it involves a lot of 1-ofs, and the reason is because the Machinedramon and the Chaosdramon you are playing require you, in order to get their effects, to place up to 5 level 5 red and or black Digimon cards with Cyborg in the traits with different card numbers. So that specifies like the card number in the bottom right, so EX108 for this guy, and BT867 for this Metal Greymon. So even though they're both Metal Greymon, because they're different card numbers, you can stick both of them in there. So you generally want different card numbers in this deck. Chaosdramon also specifies that, I believe. It says the same thing where, yep, different card numbers to de-digivolve something. So that's why it's pretty important. You want to see a variety of cards. You don't want to really be stuck on the same like multiples of anything. Now I am playing 2 of a couple of the different level 5s, like the best ones I would say. Metal Greymon, of course, being able to, and all of these pretty much for the most part you're playing for their inherited effects. Like their main effects are pretty irrelevant. Sometimes you might be able to get this off, like I said, evolving on one of your level 4s. But Metal Greymon, if it's Dragonkin or Machine, the Machine part is the relevant one in this deck, you can attack on suspended Digimon. So that's really, really crazy, and hit him with the option card heavy Digimon Mobilize or something. This one, Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon. We'll explain why that's so broken. So that's really good for the Inherited. I also really like the BT11 Metal Tyrannomon. It's in all turns when this Digimon deletes something in battle, trash the top card of your security stack. So for the most part, you're only ever getting one underneath your stack, because like let's say you play like a BT or EX1 Machinedramon and stick them underneath, but then next turn you can like evolve into a Chaosdramon and then stick like another one underneath there. So you can have two. If you attack into something, you kill something, and you'll be able to trash top card of your security. If you block during your opponent's turn and delete that Digimon, you also get to trash the top card of your opponent's security. So being able to resolve both of those in like back-to-back turns is pretty sick. Like that, this card is like really good. I'm still messing around with the ratios, but for now I've decided on 2 of the Metal Greymon, 2 of the Metal Tyranno, 2 of the old BT1 Metal Greymon, simply because plus 3000 DP is absolutely crazy, because of the fact that Black War Greymon is going around. This puts your Machinedramon to 14k, which beats over a Gaiomon or a BWGX. If they've got the Yuya Inherited as well, you can possibly stick another 2000 underneath them with the Megadramon. Even threatening to crash is fine, because this Machinedramon can save itself from battle deletion as well. Just whenever it be deleted, you can save it. So that's really sick. So I actually think the DP matters a lot. Again, another one I'm playing 2 of is Piercing, because Piercing is really insane, especially when you can like delete a Digimon, trash the top card of your security, pierce a card, and you're attacking it unsuspended or something. Like, there's a lot of cool plays you can do with these Inheriteds. The other Inheriteds, Gigadramon's cool, plus 2k during your opponent's turn. Blocker, Reboot, only playing one of these. Now, these were really good in past versions of the deck, but now that we have Analog Man, I don't think you really need more than 1 to 2 of these. 2 is probably fine, but the fact that you can redirect attacks now is also really good. So that kind of works, kind of acts as a blocker even without needing the keyword blocker. 1 Volcanomon, Psych Attack +1, 1 Metal Mamimon. I actually might play 2. This board control is really good, being able to basically pop level 4s or lower is pretty sick. Megadramon, this could also be like a meta call. Being able to pop Cool Boys is really nice. And then the other Megadramon for, again, Psych Attack +1. So yeah, that's the level 5s. The 6s, I've talked about them a little bit. This one is mainly for setup. This Machinedramon is on play when Digivolving. You reveal top 5, add an Analog Man, and then add a Machine or Cyborg card, or to your hand, or to the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards. Again, that effect is like fine if you're evolving it, but if you're hard playing, you don't want to give your opponent 11. You don't have the chance to gain back memory like the other Machinedramon. And then, okay, you're getting 2 cards in your hand like for 11 memory. That is really not ideal. So I think this card is much better when you're just Digivolving him, and then you want to trigger the on deletion, where it says by returning one of your Analog Men in play to the bottom of its owner's deck, you may play Machinedramon from your hand without paying the memory cost. Of course, the go-to Machinedramon is going to be the original EX1. Being able to get the on play as well is insane. So your ideal play is like Digivolve this, like get a couple cards, maybe swing into your opponent's security or even into their big stack, delete yourself, on deletion, play Machinedramon, and then get its on play, gaining like 5 memory off of that effect, and being able to maybe attack immediately is really cool. So that's something you can definitely do. Now, this Machinedramon is the bread and butter of this deck. The on play, you guys already know, you may place up to 5 level 5 cyborgs from your hand or trash underneath its materials to gain memory for each card plays. Can be DP reduced, really strong against set control. And then when it would be deleted, you can trash 2 level 5s to prevent the deletion. That's not once per turn, and it doesn't specify by battle or card effect. So being able to save yourself multiple times is really insane. And then to follow that up, Chaosdramon is another really cool card. I actually do like how this card's effect is also on play when Digivolving, because on playing this sometimes is like fine, because you get to clear a stack for the most part. You usually want to evolve for 1 on Machinedramon though, so you get to place up to 3 red and or black level 5 cards with cyborgs underneath, same conditions as Machinedramon basically, but 3 instead of 5, and then de-digivolve 1 to something for each card play. So de-digivolving, really strong effect. Not super powerful against the War Greymon deck if they do have the Metal Greymon X, but still really good versus pretty much everything else. And then all turns when it would be deleted or returned to hand or deck, you may trash 2 level 5s to prevent it from leaving play. So this effect is really, really sick. Again, the deletion is the same thing as Machinedramon, where it could be by battle or card effect, but then in addition to that, you can prevent it from leaving play from being returned to hand or deck, which Machinedramon couldn't. So being able to prevent Cocytus Breaths or Omni X's or anything like that is really, really sick. Now, my favorite card in the entire deck, guys, this is what makes some of the combos really, really sick, is going to be Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon. So you may trash one of your one card with Cyborg Machine and traits from your hand. So again, not specifying level, basically any card in your deck, could be level 6, could be a Hagurumon or whatever, and then all of your level 6 Digimon with Machine in traits gain Rush, so they can attack the turn they come into play, and on play, if this Digimon has a Digivolution cards, Blitz. So the really cool thing about this is because of the fact that most of the time you're passing turn when you play Machinedramon or something, you can activate this first. Because it is a global effect, it will affect Digimon even that come into play after this card resolves. So it's the same thing as like Ice Wall or Holy Flame or whatever, but it's actually beneficial for you. So you can activate this, Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon, discard a card, hard play Machinedramon, use its on play, because now you have 2 on play. So you have this on play from Machinedramon, and then you have the second on play because it gains on play if the Digimon has Digivolution cards, Blitz. But you can choose to trigger this card, this effect second. So what you can do first is play the Machinedramon, on play, stick 5 Cyborgs, gain 5 memory, and then on play Blitz because of the option card's effect, and of course has Rush, so not affected by Summoning Sickness. So one of the best things you can do is like play this, play Machinedramon, stick like a Metal Greymon underneath it, plus maybe like a Metal Tyrannomon or something else, and then like Rush, Blitz, swing into an unsuspended stack, kill the stack, trash the top card of your opponent's security. And it's just so cool. Like the combos you can do are like really, really insane. Of course, the main problem just being the consistency. Another cool card this works with is, of course, well, it works with basically any of the level 6s, but Chaosdramon is another pretty decent one where you could like trigger this on play first, stick 3 things underneath, devolve it, and then swing, and then maybe now that it's devolved, it's weaker than your Chaosdramon, so you can like attack over it maybe with the Metal Greymon, maybe you regress it to level 4, you can pop it with the Metal Mamimon. There's just a lot of utility to be had with like all your level 5. So this card, really, really big fan. Ultimate Connection, this card's really good for consistency. You may trash the level 5 card with Cyborg and its traits to gain 2 memory and draw 1. So since it costs 1, you're basically hammer sparking and drawing a card. It's really, really good in security though. You might want to, like, the option card ratios, I would say the only one I'm set on is this as 3. But others you guys can kind of mess around with. This is probably good at 2 or 3. Just because you need another card to see it, so you don't really want to see it like all the time, turn 1 or anything. Fireball, really good since you're playing red eggs, you can use this to draw cards. Hyper Infinity Cannon, I'm still on the fence about this card. I do really like it though. Again, maybe just not while Black War Greymon is roaming around, but devolving 3 and then popping a 6k or lower and being able to stick things under your stack is really cool. And then being able to use it without like color requirements if you got like a Machinedramon is pretty sick as well. Now the analogs of the deck, playing 4 Analog Man, this guy's really insane. He's got the Crossheart Trio effect where you basically get to trash a card or get rid of like one of the dead cards in your hand, and then to gain memory, draw 1, and then opponent's turn. This is what I was talking about, the blocker reboot thing. You don't really need it as much, is because when your opponent Digimon attacks a player, you can suspend this Digimon and switch the attack target to one of your level 6 with machines. So it does have to attack a player, but if you're playing against like a really aggro deck, like maybe Melga or a Grandis or something, you can just switch the attack into like one of your Machinedramons. And then like their stack dies, or maybe even if it's against Grandis, you can protect your dude from battle, and then they don't get piercing, so you're saving yourself like 3 security in that sense. So Analog Man, really, really sick, and the Analog Youth still really good. The second effect doesn't come up too much just because you're preventing deletion a lot, but just adding extra consistency I think is really, really valuable. But yeah, that's going to be the Machinedramon list. Really, really fun deck. I've been enjoying a lot, so I'd highly recommend you guys trying out. Definitely a more casual deck, but I do think it has some potential to be competitive, at least on the local level. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.